Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So glad that you're with me. It's Waggin Tails Wednesday, Hump Day. It is in the middle of the week, and we've got lots of stuff planned for you today. We're going to talk birds, our backyard birds. We're going to talk about the hummingbirds and what to do with them. Did you know that we have studies in the state of Tennessee for hummingbirds and who stays and who goes? And do some stay? Well, they're part of a big project. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that on this show and on Sunday's show, Devin's Table. But first, we're going to kick things off with our Daily Yummy, brought to you today by Springer Mountain Farms Kitchen. Have you guys been getting tons and tons of election emails and text, and people are on the move trying to get people to vote, and early voting has begun. And I'm not going to tell you which way I'm going to vote because I'm still making up my mind. And you know what? If we all kept that to ourselves, we'd probably be better off, right? Be back like we used to. I always love this story. You know, I was talking to this older lady and she says, I said, how long have you guys been married? 62 years. And I said, what's the secret? She said, he never knew who I was voted for. She said, he still thinks I voted for Kennedy. I love that. So good luck to you and hope you're having a great day. It is beautiful outside and fall has come to us. Let's talk a little bit about our wild birds. Wild Birds Unlimited is a national company and they have franchises all around, including Middle Tennessee. Wild Birds Unlimited. Find one near you and learn a lot. Now let's go to Murfreesboro.
The City of Murfreesboro Solid Waste Department have stepped into the 21st century with technology that will help meet growing demands in the waste industry.
We started the journey with a new program called Routeware. So we now have smart trucks, essentially. There's a tablet inside the truck, camera on the arm of the truck that goes and collects the curbside garbage. This has allowed the department to see when carts are not out. Drivers can go by and they hit a little button on their tablet that says can not out, and it records the address and the time that they were there. They move on to the next one. They have overloaded carts, so in the ordinance, the lid should be closed. We have a little grace in that, but if it's way overloaded or stuff beside the can and all that, it helps capture that as well, and it's documented. As soon as they hit the button that it's not out, there's a picture in our back office software that shows that photo.
If a citizen calls in to complain that their trash was not picked up for whatever reason, the department can explain why and email a picture to the resident. But a lot of the complaints end up being something funny.
Honestly, the most conversation I have about it is parents relying on their kids to put the trash out because they go to work beforehand and then it's not out. So then they get the photo and they're saying, I'm going to get so-and-so, for not putting the trash out. It's been a morale help as well. A lot of times the drivers may feel accused for not doing their job when in actuality the can wasn't there or wasn't able to be picked up.
As the fleet get replaced with these smart trucks, Russell explains there's still a need for employees that physically handle the carts.
So we have 3 other routes. They're called our commercial routes, but it is a driver and then he has solid waste technicians now. They hang on the back of the trucks and they pick up maybe a tight area. They do these alleys and businesses that are downtown here, and they do a great job with that. I do see a need for them still. I mean, the fact is several weeks ago we had so many trucks that had maintenance problems that we had to run one of those back on the traditional way of a route. So they'll always be around for that purpose as well. They have the tipper, so they'll roll it to the truck and then the truck will do the rest of the work from there and then they'll roll it back. For those that like to be outside and like it, it's good. I mean, myself and my management team, we still get out and do it every once in a while as well, just to kind of break up the routine of things and get back on the truck and see what it's like.
I love that story, and I love that the cities are doing that. Today's trash day, and I passed a bunch of trucks on my way into work, so I thought that was a very important story to kind of know. And I did see a whole lot of those municipal trash cans with tons of stuff piled up next to them. Household waste is a big thing, and you think about it, a whole week in that one can, it's a lot. Well, you can start reducing that by finding your local convenience center and do some recycling. I know it's a hassle, but they're available and they're available to all of us. And so hopefully that can solve a little bit of your problem. Do you ever have a dog that doesn't like to have his nails done? Well, this very innovative person in our daily giggle found a way to solve that problem, to get her dog's nails clipped and trimmed, but keep him occupied with some peanut butter and some saran wrap.
Do ba 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 do.
Did you see what was happening? She wrapped the saran wrap around her head, put peanut butter on it, and the dog just nibbled away on the peanut butter. And she went to do his nails. I just thought that was a hoot. A hoot. Hey, if you like chili and you're in Robertson County, Springfield, Tennessee at the Civic Center tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, I will be there along with my sister from another mister, U-Turn Laverne, and we're going to be judging the chili challenge. Dressing up in 70s attire. I just laughed because when I started looking at my wardrobe, I kind of still dressed in 70s attire. So you know what? No problem. I just wear my own clothes. Didn't even have to order anything. Hey, do you know about Granville, Tennessee? Well, Granville is east of town. It's past the Lebanon exit. The Gordonsville exit is the one you take. Haints from These Hills and Hollers is a ghosty tour in historic Granville. October 21st and 22nd. Tours are 6 to 8 p.m. And those tours, you pay for the tour, but it does not include the meal. The meal is hot dog, chili, chips, brownie, and a drink. And that is a
One hour from Nashville is a town you must visit, Granville, Tennessee. Home to T.B. Sutton General Store. Enjoy homemade food and shopping that is guaranteed to put a smile on your face. Every Saturday, make reservations and enjoy dinner and live local music. Step back in time in the 1880s Sutton homestead. A storytelling guide will make history come alive as you hear about life in the 1800s. Visit Pioneer Village and see one of the first structures built in this community over 200 years ago. See craftsmen demonstrating the lost art of blacksmithing and basket weaving. Check out the Antique Car Museum featuring cars from specific decades in the garage of an original gas station. The Granville Museum tells the story of a small rural Tennessee riverboat town in the 1900s. Experience daily life including farming, military, and local history. Shop clothing, gifts, and hand-picked antiques. New items are being added every week. Visit the I Love Lucy and the Andy Griffith Show Museum. Spend the night at the Granville Bed and Breakfast filled with warm beds, large jacuzzis, and free breakfast. Come purchase handmade brooms and other fine crafts. Bask in the natural beauty of the riverfront at one of our parks. Surrounded by water, take a Granville riverboat tour, rent canoes and kayaks, and dine at the Granville Marina. Granville, Tennessee, a place you'll want to call home. Visit GranvilleTennessee.com for more information.
How's that? We had a little mic issue. It kind of like fell apart, but we had a little issue, but now I think we've got it taken care of. You guys here okay? I love historic Granville. It's just absolutely wonderful. There's my friend Paul from Virginia. Are you in town? I think you came for a visit. Michelle, how are you? The dog video was hilarious. Oh, and Jeff Scott Wood. Oh, thank you for liking the glasses, y'all. Jeff, take a look at his music page because he is incredible. He's just incredible. I'm glad you can hear. We had just a little mic problem, but sometimes, you know what, we roll with it and we're very interactive and you guys take care of me. Hey, we've been to Murfreesboro. We've been to a little past Wilson County. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, before we do that, there's something really important that I wanted to tell you about. It's taking place at Cumberland University. The Omegas are having their blood drive. It is November 15th. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. It's at Bear Chapel in Lebanon, Tennessee, there on the campus of Cumberland University, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they're fighting sickle cell anemia. And the Red Cross needs us right now because of COVID, because of all the craziness in the past 2 years. Blood and donations are down and we need it. And to fight that, and I'm going to be reminding you about that one. That's not till November, but always save the date. And if you're going to give somewhere, we'd love for you to be a part of that wonderful, wonderful day. Now, let's head off to a place where now we have an entire show called This Week in Clarksville. Stephanie Miller is incredible, and she hosts it for us here on Main Street Media on the Main Street Clarksville page and also on our app. Head nod that way. I can't ever get that right. Anyway, if you have our app, you can find it as well. But what's going on in Clarksville, she tells you every week. But today, we're going to tell you why the foodies love Clarksville. Okay, we are right now. Visiting Clarksville, Tennessee, visiting Portland, Tennessee, visiting Robertson County. It's all about being a tourist in your own hometown. There are day trips everywhere. And if you've got a place you'd like to turn people on to, our show is a perfect place to do it. And I'd love for you to reach out to me, devinoday@gmail.com, and say, hey, I've got a business. It's a local mom and pop, and you have a newspaper in our town. So would you talk about what we do? I would love to do that. We've got great packages to get the word out, and that's what we do. Hey, we also get the word out about safety. Starting around Halloween, going all the way through New Year's, it is the holiday season. It's where people have get-togethers and they drink and they drive. And I don't know why anybody still does that, because we have a lot of options now, but people still do it. And all I want to do is encourage you and ask you, don't.
So, I got a DUI. Mom, Dad.
Why didn't you just call someone for a ride?
I wasn't thinking ahead. I didn't think I was gonna get caught. Yeah, my best friend Tim.
Still coming to my bachelor party next month?
This DUI cost me 10 grand. So, no. Yeah, you, in the back.
Did you know I almost died when you hit me?
I didn't think this would affect so many people.
You think it was worth it?
No more questions.
The Highway Safety Office has the Booze It or Lose It campaign, and it really is important this time of year. It bears repeating, just like distracted driving is as bad. Exhausted driving is just another way of driving drunk. So just encourage you to be careful when you're out and about. There are kids in cars, there are families in cars, there are people who are just trying to get home and to share the love. Well, let's share the love with Murray County, where Main Street Murray is our newspaper. I think that is the coolest thing ever. The homesteadchannel.com. I went yesterday and signed up because I love Rory Feek so much. And so I signed up, and there are like 2 or 3 steps. You can sign up at the homesteadchannel.com. Then you have to agree that you've signed up. And then they have a third that's sent to your email. So they make sure that you really want to join. And then you won't get spammed by them. So that's just kind of what we do. Hey, I was really impressed with the kid. Do you have a kid that gets bullied a lot? Were you a kid that gets bullied a lot? Well, coming up in today's motivational moment, we have this kid. Upwardly is a great website that has all sorts of great motivations, but this kid really hit me right in the heart. He stood up to his bullies in a very sincere way.
Okay, listen up. Okay, everybody get your team and line up over there against the wall. Doesn't matter which order. If you're right here, you have the whole area. Get in there, let's go, get in there, let's go, let's go, let's go. Brian, why do you keep falling down? Stay up. Let's go, let's go.
I just think that
Really, I don't think you guys see me for me. I just think you guys see me as like a big target, because like you guys are like always like leave me out of stuff, like never paying attention to me or anything I say. And so I just want you guys to like see me for me, and just like, of course, like really try to be my friend, because I want to try to be your friend, but you don't try to be mine. And that really makes me kind of feel, kind of bad that you guys don't really want to know me. I see you guys laughing over there. And so I just really wanted to come up here and tell you guys that that's how I feel.
I don't know. That hit me right in the heart. A kid who confronted his bullies, not by fighting back, but by saying, "This is how you make me feel." Now, I don't know the end of that story, but I do know that pay attention to your kids, your grandkids, maybe the kid next door who confides in you. Pay attention to bullying, and 9 times out of 10, the bully has experienced something and they're making up for it by being a bully. So there's a way to reach out to kids. I think that it's an important thing that we do every day. That's our motivational moment. And we want to encourage you to send me some more motivational moments. If you've got something that you want to share, maybe you find a good video, just devinoday@gmail.com. Just send me a link. Have you ever heard of Owls Hill? It's in Brentwood, Tennessee. I have lived here a really long time. I moved to Nashville in 1986. And I thought I knew everywhere. But Owls Hill is this beautiful place. And yes, it has 3 namesakes. And Owls Hill is a beautiful place. And this weekend, they're having the native plant sale. And they're picking it up, and you can go to Owls Hill and find out more information. But their big thing is get rid of the invasive plants. There are a lot of invasive plants that take over our backyards and our nature areas, and they want to encourage you to come, and at a very reduced price, you can get non-invasive plants and native species that you can plant and grow and make it good for wildlife and make it good for you.
Hi, welcome to Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary. I'm Susan Duvenhague, the Executive Director here at Owls Hill, and we're so excited to have you with us today. So our mission here at Owls Hill is to really protect the 300 acres that make up the sanctuary, to protect the habitat and the wildlife that lives here at Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary. And along the way, we also want to try and inspire kids and families that come visit to want to learn more about nature and to want to protect it. Here at Owls Hill, it's not uncommon, unfortunately, to see things like winter creeper. We also see both Japanese and bush honeysuckle. Another example is Chinese privet. It can sometimes be bush-like. What invasives do is they're pushing out the native species. So not something that you want in your yard, and definitely not something that we want here at Owls Hill as we work toward making this a lovely sanctuary for the wildlife. So we hope you too will try to protect the local flora and fauna. And some things that you can do, think about either eliminating or reducing your use of pesticides and herbicides. Plant native. There are a lot of native nurseries in the area, just look those up. And also consider planting wildlife-friendly plants. So when we think of host plants, when you think of caterpillars, people often think of milkweed and monarchs, but other trees that are beneficial to the wildlife include hackberry trees and oak trees. And then think about plants that bear fruits and seeds, things like coneflowers, sunflowers, any plants in the aster family. Dogwoods are a great tree for wildlife. And we currently have 3 wildlife ambassadors. And we have a great horned owl, we have a barn owl, and a barred owl. And I'm not going to tell you why they're here. They each have their own story. So we hope you'll come visit and learn why those owls are here with us and why they cannot be released back in the wild. So we hope we see you soon here at Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary. Come hike the trails, come visit our animal ambassadors, including the owls. Maybe even pack a picnic lunch or a picnic breakfast. Just be sure whatever you pack in, you pack out. We hope to see you soon.
Healing from substance abuse can be a lonely journey, but you don't have to do it all on your own. At Brooks Healing Center, you matter. We're here to lend you love, support, and acceptance on your journey to find yourself again. With medical detox, residential, and partial hospitalization program levels of care, we help you overcome addiction, trauma, and adverse childhood experiences through personalized healing journeys. Our seasoned team of heart-centered staff is here for you with support, compassion, and hope. At Brooks Healing Center, we'll love you until you fall in love with everything you are.
Couple things, New Leash on Life. This Saturday, they're going to be doing the vaccination clinic, and you can go to the newleashonlifetn.org, and they will let you know a little bit about their wonderful no-cost and low-cost vaccinations this weekend on Saturday. Saturday morning, they're going to be taking care of a lot of pets. New Leash on Life. The Joy Clinic is wonderful. If you're going to support an organization, they're fantastic, as well as Pet Community Center if you're in Nashville. I like to turn you on to cool things. The app, Slim Chickens. If you've got one near you, download the app. If it's a place that you like, they have great salads. They have obviously chicken. They have chicken tenders. They have grilled chicken. Just for downloading their app, you get a free sandwich. Okay, there's a savings right there. But here's the deal. They send you text when they've got new things, like they have these new mac bowls, that macaroni and cheese with chicken tenders, and they've got a buffalo version or whatever. And so that's kind of interesting, comfort food for the winter. And they have these jarred desserts. It's like a mason jar, which you can keep and turn it into a drinking jar. I mean, that's what you do. But they have their fall flavors, and can I show you the fall flavors of the jarred desserts? Ooh. Okay, here are the flavors. Harvest pumpkin cheesecake and Southern pecan cheesecake jar desserts. Just telling you, they are incredible. That's my show for today. Be safe, be kind, download the app, and remember, you are loved.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and places